This morning in the Road Ahead, Healthy Living, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. We are talking mental health. Lord knows we need it. Here with us to tell us all about it in studio is Blue Cross Executive Vice President and Chief Customer Service Officer, Melissa Cummings, to chat about how to reduce stress and create harmony in your life. We all need this. Welcome back. It's good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
Thanks for coming in today.
It's really great to be here.
Because I think a lot of people have this. They don't know where to turn. And you folks can help us.
Listen, the last 2 years, things have been hard.
Preach!
we know. And it's been hard for a lot of people,
right.
And a lot of things have been difficult. But there have also been some silver linings. The last 2 years have given us some opportunities to do things a little differently than we've done. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's spend a little different time with family and friends. Maybe it's learn a hobby. Maybe it's how we work has changed. Yeah. It's important to think about moving forward those things that were those silver linings and try and incorporate that into our daily life.
Now you hear people all the time saying, look, I'm busy, I can't do this, blah, 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 all this stuff. You got to find the time.
You've got to find the time. So people always talk about balance, mm-hmm. Will, and I am a big downer on that. I don't believe in balance. It means things are equal.
Right.
I think a lot about harmony. Harmony is things of different sizes fitting together that make sense for you. That might look differently for me than it does for you.
Sure.
So I ask people to think about harmony. What are the things you can do that bring harmoniousness to your life? I think about working hard, right? We're all busy. We all have too many things going on. We're multitasking. It's simple, but taking things one thing at a time, concentrating on the one task at hand, bringing some mindfulness to what we do, really does help to calm people down.
And Melissa, don't you think that with as bad as the past 2 years were, people have kind of reevaluated in their own head what's important and tried the best they can to make those things important or even more important to them?
I absolutely think that's true, Will. Carrying that with us as we move forward, being mindful about what we want to do is really important. Gratitude is another really important practice. So taking the opportunity to feel gratitude, whether you're doing something large, caring for someone else in your family, or volunteering your time at an organization you care about, or something small, it might be a really good cup of coffee. But that moment of gratitude, appreciating that and bringing that into ourselves helps us bring it to others.
Yes.
And it's really in that paying forward that we can help bring some calm to who we are.
Yeah, and really just having no regrets about it either, right?
No regrets, and taking time for the simple things. So like I said, focusing on the task at hand. It might be taking a few deep breaths. So often we...
I'm going to do that now!
We are so losing sight of just a few calming breaths can really help restore some harmony for us.
Yeah, and really having like family around too. Family can help. Look, family can not help sometimes, but then I think a lot of people have reevaluated that they need the folks in their life.
The last 2 years have said being lonely and isolated is hard. Connecting with others matters and brings joy and gratitude to us. So at Blue Cross, we've launched a campaign about Take 5 for You. And it's really, how do you take 5 minutes a day? We all have 5 minutes to do something for yourself. And in this space of mental health, it might be doing just what I said, reaching out to someone you care about, giving them a call, video chatting with them, sending them a quick message. It might be taking 5 minutes to go outside and just feel the sunshine, maybe not today, on our face. And it might be also gratitude and bringing that practice of gratitude into our day. At dinner, it might be saying to whomever you're seated with, what are we grateful for today? What was good today?
Well, I also know that you folks have so many programs that you can work with people if they don't, maybe they don't have that person, but they can get a hold and they can call you and point them in the right direction.
Absolutely. Blue Cross has lots of resources, one of which most of our Blue Cross plans come with a Virgin Pulse wellness program. There's a whole mindfulness series available online for people to really dive into that topic. You can spend 5 minutes or you can spend 30 minutes. But the practice of really centering yourself and concentrating on the task at hand does wonders for calm and stress.
And I know that program also helps with eating well, exercising, and that can also do a lot of good for people too.
It's about total well-being.
That's it. Well, we're grateful that you're here. I love seeing you. Thanks so much for being here with all of this. If you would like more information about this, because this segment was brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island, for a link to their site, you'll want to check it out. All you have to do is visit ours, roadshow.com.